What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Slushy coming at you all with a reaction, and this reaction will be from Fresh and Fit. Shout out to them. I fuck with them heavily. My girl knows I listened to them while we were in Miami. Listening to their podcast and all that. I fuck with them. Their content is really nice. I must admit, I wouldn't mind being on there. Getting to give my 2 cents on what I think about stuff. Being able to chop it up with them, get some advice from them about certain things. But anywho, today we are reacting to this content given by Fresh and Fit again. And this title is Demon Girl Won't Let Her Boyfriend Cheat. Based on the title alone, I already know exactly who they're talking about. Let's get into it.
Well, I could probably like cheat and not get away with it, and then they do it, and then they get caught. So you can't, you got to operate a little bit here, a little bit more realistically. When dudes cheat, it's like they know, yeah, man, my bitch gonna catch me and take my money. J409, Tattoo Girl, you said you can get a man. When was the last time you had a boyfriend or talk to someone, and how did it work out since you have OF? That's a good question.
Let's go ahead and stop this real quick. Granted, I did say I already knew exactly who they were talking about, but the appearance alone is red flags being thrown on the field. You feel me? Uh, First and foremost, look at her eyes, bro. Look at that. Can't get down with it. I want to know who exactly her boyfriend is. I mean, if he looks similar to her, I get it. Okay. But I don't understand why or how you could be attracted to that. I mean, to each his own, of course, but like all of the face tattoos, especially on a female, like nah, bro, nah, bro. And then look at her arm, bro. She got a she. Do you even can you even call that a? Usually people call it a sleeve, and I understand why, but it's actually detailed nicely with a bunch of different tattoos. Hers, she looked like somebody just went over it with a permanent marker and just colored her. Like, bro, what the fuck?
Good.
I was actually in a relationship about a few months ago.
Okay.
I mean, he had money, he had his own insurance company and everything, and he was the type he could have taken care of me and all that. But I make pretty good money doing OF, and
Mhm.
I just feel too independent that I don't think anyone could ever take that away from me.
Okay.
So he didn't really care about it. He said if that's what I want to do, that's what I want to do. Maybe he was just open or didn't care enough. I ended it, but either way.
Why y'all not still together? Yeah. Can I also ask, like, what you doing on OnlyFans? You just like showing your body, or you sucking and fucking on there?
I'm doing it all.
Oh Lord. So you was cool with that? You doing it with your man, or you doing it with like some random niggas?
No, a lot of it is girls with their boyfriends that also do it, so it's all safe and we all trust each other. It's not just me going around a bunch of different guys doing it. It's like
But you would get fucked by other
Look,
dudes.
oh my
but you
god, did anybody watching this pay attention to when she seemingly looked at academics? It's like she was looking in his direction, but she wasn't looking at him. Like, excuse me. I wonder if the whatever she has going on with her eyes, like, how does it look from her perspective, her POV? How does it look looking at, someone else? It just looks weird, bro.
a boyfriend at home.
yeah, because he didn't really
Was
want
he
to.
cool with that?
Yeah, he didn't really want to do it though. So I have to do it. It's how I make a living.
Reggie?
Nani Modeska.
Yo.
No, I'm
Okay,
just
wait.
gonna ask this. You don't want to hear, but he was temporary.
Yeah,
No.
the thing is, going back to that relationship thing earlier,
Yeah.
a man with status, he had status. He was very rich. He made like 50, 60K a month. I didn't care about that. At the end of the day, I just didn't vibe with him well, and I let him know that, and I
Okay.
just
And
ended
he was
it.
cool with you getting
That's
fucked by other
fair.
niggas?
He didn't care at all.
Damn,
But
he
he
was
wasn't
fucking
doing
with
So
that.
what-
did he have other women?
What
No,
race
not
was
at
he?
all.
He had
was
to. He had
Hispanic.
to. He had
Damn.
to.
He didn't. I mean, if he
That
did, I
Spanish
don't.
boys
Well,
down bad.
the thing is, I really didn't care because I know the industry I'm in.
Yeah.
And if I'm doing this, I cannot tell my man he can't do what he wants. That's just how it is.
So that's a poly.
That's a real nigga.
I'll tell you this right now. Hypothetically speaking, if I were in a relationship with a woman doing OnlyFans, which I would never even consider being or taken seriously. If I were in a relationship with a woman who does OnlyFans and you are being physically active with a man other than me for your OnlyFans creation, you got life torn to pieces if you think I'm not getting me some action from some other girls. Tuh, he's crazy.
It's not an open relationship then.
Yeah, that's a poly relationship then.
It's not that I really want it, but I can't argue with it.
Wait, hold on. Even deeper. So the guy is cool and he can do his own
No
thing.
pun.
What if he brings you like a disease?
Shit.
Ooh.
Wouldn't want that. I mean, I'm
get-
so open with
get
this
what I'm
stuff. I mean,
What's up
I
with
go to
her
the doctor
teeth? She
every
got
single
sharp
month. I'm
teeth or
so
something?
open with this stuff that it's like I would think he would respect me enough to go to the doctor, get checked. But I mean, when I do get in a relationship, I will say I do not want you to be with other women. But
You can fuck other men?
So no.
Suppose he
It's
says
my
he don't
job.
Bro,
want
those
to fuck
eyes
no
are
more
tripping
niggas
me
on
out.
OnlyFans.
That's
No,
super
because I know girls
It's my
in the
job.
industry
The
and
fuck?
like to smash them, you need like to get tested first. So my question is, in this case, if you got a man, right, and he's open to other women and he could possibly cheat, you allow it, isn't that letting you say, hey, you know what, I could catch something from him?
mm,
Possibly.
Most likely.
sure.
I think the biggest thing here is that she understands that in her profession
Sure.
she's having sex with other men, so she would look ridiculous trying to demand
Right.
monogamy
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
that man.
Yeah.
That's what
That's
I
it.
think
the
that's
whole
what
thing.
that's her
I
endpoint.
can't argue with.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah,
I don't want it, but what am I gonna do?
yeah, you can't argue.
then-
But what
Mhm.
about maybe you just having sex with your boyfriend on camera and no one else?
True.
The thing is,
True.
they're not really open to it, and that's
okay.
not really their thing. And when it's
All right.
comes to like really doing OnlyFans, I'm not just fucking like
Hey, bro. If you gonna take a woman that does OnlyFans seriously, bro, and the only way to really keep her from uploading content with other men is to have you be the man that she's uploading content with. If you're opposed to that, bro, leave the relationship, bro. Leave it, bro, because then it makes you look even worse because your girl is being maybe fiercely penetrated by another man while she comes right back to you after it's all said and done. Can't get down like that, bro. Nah, not my girl.
I'm doing content. I'm setting up. I have 4 ring lights. I have 3 different phones. Like I'm doing actual edits and stuff. I'm doing real content videos. It's not just fucking to fuck something.
Yeah.
It's my job.
That's another thing, bro. How come women that do OnlyFans really feel like this is a real occupation, like this is a real time-consuming job? You're having sex. Not saying you ain't doing no editing or whatever, but don't make it seem like this shit is so challenging. You feel me? Like it's not. It's not. It's OnlyFans. You are uploading stuff to have men or women pay for it just so you could get their funds from them. You just want them to pay you for what you upload. It's not that hard. What they're doing requires a lot less work. You feel me? It's not. It's what do I know?
Yeah.
So I would hope they would respect that enough. I wouldn't tell them to stop their job if they wanted to work at a bank, wherever they
When you
wanted
just
to
fuck
do.
your mans?
So if your man wanted you to stop but wouldn't partake with you on camera, you're not stop
That's a deal
sucking
breaker, yeah.
another nigga dick.
That's essentially a deal breaker.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, I need to do it. It's what I want to do to financially free myself. And
Suppose he said he'll like whatever your average is on OnlyFans, he'll give you that. But he don't want another cock in your mouth. That's just not his type of
And then you
flick.
kissing her at home.
that's the thing, though. That's what I look. Even with the sugar daddy things you were saying earlier, it's like eventually they're gonna get tired of you. They're gonna want something else. So
Exactly. So I have a question. So what's the difference between you being on OnlyFans with a man and you being on OnlyFans without a man? Like what do you do differently when you have a boyfriend than when you don't?
So are you saying?
You say, well, I have a man. You just fucking.
Because I do want to be in a relationship. I do
No.
want love because I don't feel like,
But with someone that will accept all of those
Yeah.
things from you.
of course.
And what men are
You want love, but you are doing what majority of men wouldn't want their woman doing. but you want love. That confuses me. It's kind of baffling. Again, what do I know?
They're gonna accept those things. I'm just asking.
A cuck, bro.
Cock.
I'm just asking.
That's that 2%
I'm not
I was
saying
telling you
yeah,
about.
I'm not really.
fine.
I mean,
Cuck.
yeah, I'm not.
Let them be a
Nigga.
cuck.
Nigga, what?
Yeah, you should know.
Okay. I think
There are porn stars in a relationship.
yeah. I mean, I think
Healthy relationship.
because here's the thing. I see where all the parties are coming from. It's like you're in a profession where you need to make
Go ahead,
content.
break it
right?
down,
It
Myron. I
tends
know
to be
you will.
sexual. And if your boyfriend doesn't want to participate in it, well, then you're not really in a position to tell him, well, you can't have sex with other girls because you now you're gonna need to do sexual content with potentially other men. So I get it, and then I mean, just to be honest here, you know, a small minority of men are gonna accept that, right? And then let alone you're probably a higher earner. I know you're probably higher up on OnlyFans. You're making quite a bit of money. So a lot of guys aren't gonna be able to measure up from a financial standpoint, and also be okay with that.
Yeah.
Which is the pretty much the recipe that we've seen many girls that work in your industry suffer from. It's difficult.
Real quick, the faces I'm making are not because of what Myron is saying. It's because I'm just thinking to myself in regards to what the other woman that says something nearest Myron said. I believe she's a Hispanic woman. That she said something about the woman doing things on OnlyFans with a man as opposed to without a man. At the end of the day, we as men do not care if you're doing something with a man or you're doing something to yourself. You are still uploading, and this may not even be what she's talking about, but this is what I'm touching. You know, this is a specific situation that I'm touching base on. We as men do not care if you are on OnlyFans doing it with or without a man, because at the end of the day, you're on OnlyFans, period. You feel me? Like that's the deal breaker for a lot of men, for most men, especially if you're a higher earning man. Deal breaker. You're on OnlyFans. Deal breaker. It doesn't matter if you're in most cases, even if you have, let's just say you have an account with OnlyFans, no content uploaded. You have an account though. Let your man find out about that. Probably gonna look at you differently if he doesn't leave you. But if he does, you gotta understand why. You have an OnlyFans account in the first place. You feel me? So that shows that there was some intent behind it. You had the thought to even consider taking that route. You feel me? But let's go ahead.
To find a guy that earns that kind of income, is cool with that lifestyle, and willing to accept his girl having sex with other guys. So I see where you're coming from. It's a very it's a lot of
it's
a moving variable. It's moving variables that it's not conducive to a relationship, essentially. To a
And look at it. I'm not in a relationship, so it's see where it's gone. Like, it's not.
It's tough.
It's tough.
I wasn't coming at you. I was just asking the dynamics of the relationship, because it's very confusing for a lot of people that are in like service industry, and like women that are out here that are not out here, and the women that are out here that are out here. There's a difference. There's a line, but a lot of people don't know that line. So I was just asking the specifics.
So when you get with a guy, he knows what you do, etc. Like, is that like? Because I always say it, like, a guy's gonna have that talk with you. If you're a dancer, porn star, whatever, they're always gonna say, "I want you to stop."
No, off the bat, I don't care who I'm with. They're gonna know my body count off the rip.
Okay.
They're gonna know everything I do. I say, you want to see it? Go
What's your
subscribe
body
to
count?
OnlyFans.
Yeah, I don't think you told us.
It's over 500.
No.
Oh.
It's probably over 600.
You really a demon.
I mean,
you really a demon.
I mean, it's not like, I don't want to get too much into it, but I mean, I've been.
Semen demon, like, come on, bro.
Semen demon. I ain't gonna cap. I ain't heard that, but let's touch. Let's kind of deal with what she just said for a little minute. She said, at her initial number was 500, so at least 500. How I'd be surprised if any man takes this woman seriously. You've had at least 500 other men inside of you. Nah. And this is not even talking about, her physical appearance. Her physical appearance. You feel me? Like,
Get the holy water fresh.
I mean, it's been a
I
span
mean,
of
that's
like.
a job. She professional with it. I can't knock it. She's honest. That's her job.
I'm just.
Hey man, yo, I respect the honesty.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
I'm just
yeah, I
I'm
mean,
not
at
like-
least
I'm
she's
not even
honest.
like, bro,
At least she's
I'm not
honest.
even-
She didn't flinch at all.
Hey, she
I
definitely
respect
did
the
something with her
honesty,
teeth.
bro. So it's
I'm
like,
open about everything.
Yo, because I don't know if y'all noticed this. I never argue with girls that are honest. I only argue with girls that be capped, bro.
She kept
or,
it real.
You know what I'm saying? So when you're honest, I'm like, oh, okay.
shit.
I ain't got nothing to say.
At first, I was wondering. What Fresh was doing. I forgot they said something about some holy water.
She was mentioning as lube.
I will say this: you're a fantastic
Oh,
sport.
shit. He
Oh,
said she
thank
could
you.
use it as lube.
So-
Holy.
Yo, 5 stars, bro. 5 stars. 5 stars.
Somebody
Okay.
just threw that at her.
Anyway, what was I gonna say? All right, interesting. And then there was a second part to that question, right? As far as like, so when guys get with you, like they just accept it. It is what it is, right? They already know you're gonna do what you're gonna do. They accept
know
it.
it.
They're probably
And I
it's
tell them.
automatically open.
I tell them if they don't accept it, that's fine. I'm gonna keep doing what I do. It's not
Right.
gonna stop me ever.
Now I know for the guys out here that are probably watching, because some guys probably have like your look or something like that, or they might want to pursue a relationship. Who knows? If they say, "Hey, what would it take for you to quit?" It goes back to what academics was saying before. Would you quit your job if they support
Somebody
you
said
financially?
she's burning
and
off
you
that
stop-
holy
Well,
At
water.
least just stop sucking cocks. If you
Yeah,
like finger
yeah.
and pussy.
You have to
going
fuck
on,
them only.
You guys just stop sucking them
On
dicks,
camera,
man.
if
I mean,
anything.
I would say this. I say if you're willing to make content with me,
Okay.
that's it. If not, I really have no use for it.
Okay. All right.
You would have to support her for what she's making or more.
You know what? You know what I can respect about it? She's standing her ground on what she said. She is not accepting, the alternative. The only thing that she is accepting is the fact that, is if a man that wants to take her seriously and wants her to stop is going to be the one that is indulging in the content creation with her, as opposed to a man that isn't. That's the only way she would stop doing things with other men. You feel me? So I'm at the least I can respect that. She knows exactly what it is for her. It is what it is.
Or permanently. Because if she were to take a break because you're supporting her for a year, 2 years, you're making her lose money if you guys ever do break up and she decides to go back into the
But
industry.
that's the thing. I'm just gonna say this. That's the thing with women and men is you take that chance fighting for that man. So you choose wisely.
But see, for the lady trying to vouch for her and side with her, if you will. This is the thing. If this woman were to get in a serious relationship and the guy wants her to stop, you are not supposed to negatively think about you are not supposed to think about the negative side of that relationship. You either are trying to make it work full throttle, or you always have this doubt in the back of your mind that something's going to happen. Albeit something can happen at any given moment and people, will be blindsided by it. But if you go into a relationship with negative thoughts already, chances are it's not going to work out. You feel me? Because you already suspect that something is going to happen down the line. So she's saying that the woman in the jean jacket, she's saying in regards to the tattooed semen demon that the reason why she wouldn't want to stop is because if she were to take a man seriously and then they break up, if she were to stop, they break up, then she's losing out on money, a year or two down the line. I get that, but at the same time, you shouldn't even be looking at it like that, because you should be willing to give your all to that relationship that you have with that man, as you would want out of him to give his all into a relationship with you.
You have
But
to
I
choose
digress.
up on a man that you know is gonna
Worth it.
support you,
Worth
that
it,
checks all your
that you
boxes.
know.
Exactly. And why waste your time on a man that won't? So you have to find that man, no matter where you're at in life, no matter where the fuck you stand on the whatever level. Like, you have to find a man that checks your boxes.
Now I'm gonna keep it
And
real with you
everyone's
though.
different.
Now,
I'm just
like,
gonna say.
yo, sometimes you're too far gone, man. I'm gonna keep it real with you, like no, some real,
No,
like,
that's true. That is true.
yo, like, again,
Yeah,
you
it's true.
can't be like, yo, at a point, because sometimes you're gonna say you think you chose the right guy, and that nigga's always gonna have this inner conflict because you're past, you're a woman.
Yeah.
You done fuck
100%.
500 niggas? Holy,
Real talk.
come on, man. We gonna have
Totally
to,
over.
That's more than the show, bro. That's more than the concert.
But some men
we
will
have to
accept
baptize
that.
you in that holy water.
No,
Right?
some men will accept that, and that's probably not the man that you had intended to go
But-
for initially. But some men will accept
But you gotta
that.
think of
I'm
the-
gonna be real. If I were you, I would never send a number to anybody that I'm dating. But I get why you do it because
Nah, they might.
Nah, she keep it real.
That's real, bro.
No,
That's real.
no,
Yeah.
my
They're gonna
thing
find out
Yeah.
anyway, bro. They're gonna find out anyway.
but still.
So
For real,
she's
for real. Just
avoiding
keep
like
it real,
It's on
bro.
the internet.
I really
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Tell me,
I hope she doing them Kegels and shit, man. Because after 500, holy. I'm telling you, brother.
No,
Do you have something? Go ahead.
That's inaccurate.
You got a prestige, bro. Like I don't care. That's
Say that again. Say that.
No, that's
Go ahead, please.
Okay, well, I would like to say that nowadays, it's sad to say, but in this new generation, maybe not all the girls here, because that's them. But I'm very honest about my body count. I'm not ashamed of it. I mean, I don't
That's
care.
real.
They
as
capping
fuck.
you right.
But yeah, but I feel like a lot of girls now. I know so many girls that their body counts have hit. I started at 11. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of
Shit.
girls have started at 10.
Whoa,
It's
but
just
that's
it's the new generation. Back then, it wasn't like that. Social media really changed things. Like it really did.
yeah.
Yes, it
So,
did.
yeah.
It did.
And in her defense,
Yes, it did.
If you think about it, most girls are actually
That is a
really
definite.
young. So I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, and the thing is, like I've always said it, you know, when a girl gives you her body count, multiply by 5,
Yeah.
divide by 1, and then we'll add another 20.
That's why that question you were saying.
Well, yo, I could probably like.
Backtracking on what they said about the whole social media thing. Social media definitely. I'm not saying it is the sole reason why everything is the way it is, but it definitely plays a huge role in why certain women and men are the way that they are. But that's that. I hope you all watch and enjoy this video. Yeah, again, this is Fresh and Fit. Check them out. I will leave a link to the video in the description below. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one.